Grove Supporters Club, I'd like to thank our Secretary Ivan Donnelly for all his hard work this year, and the team and Stephen Baxter for their best efforts they've made this year. They did really well, and we should all appreciate that. We'd like to present Stephen Bell, with the Chairman of Crusaders, with a cheque. And the Young Player of the Year is Gavin White.
Have to make a speech now.
We have Paul Heatley for the third Player of the Year. And we have Hart Barron for the second Player of the Year award. And the Grove Supporters Club Player of the Year, Jordan Owens.
North Belfast always picks a player out of the reserve team, the second team, and this year the player is Lloyd Anderson.
So anyway, not one for speeches. So first of all, we're going to go with our newcomer of the year this year, and it is, Clubman of the Year. Sorry, go ahead.
Billy Joe Burns.
And the next award is for the newcomer of the year, and that's for Howard Beverland. The next award is for the Player of the Year, and this time it's Gavin White.
So without further ado, on to the awards. First up is the Best Newcomer Award. This year's recipient is one of the most exciting talents in the game and has a habit of popping up with an all-important goal when we need them most. Ladies and gentlemen, the first Glengormley Newcomer of the Year is David Cushly. Next up is the Golden Boot Top Goal Scorer Award. Probably about 3/4 of this guy's 24 goals could actually win a goal this season competition. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's Golden Boot winner is Paul Heatley. Finally, our main Player of the Year award. This year's winner has simply been a colossus for us this season. The big man has slotted in perfectly into the back line and consistently produced performance after performance, even when times got tough when injuries started to bite us. Ladies and gentlemen, the first Glengormley Crusader Supporters Club Player of the Year is Hart Barron.
I just want to take this opportunity, I hadn't planned to, just to say a big thank you firstly to First Glengormley Supporters Club for the award. Also to the gaffer for, I suppose, giving me the opportunity to be here tonight, for having signed me at the start of the season, as well as all the backroom staff as well, and everybody that makes the Crusaders football team the team that they are, and as well as all my teammates as well. All the lads in the corner. I was saying to one of the boys tonight, it's good when you have good players to cover for you sometimes. So it's been a good season for us, albeit we just didn't get the trophy and the silverware to match it, but certainly we'll come back bigger and stronger again. Thank you.
We have two awards here for the Player of the Year and the Runner-Up Player of the Year. And the Runner-Up Player of the Year is Jordan Owens. And the Player of the Year, Hart Beverland.
we put up a selection of goals, really brilliant goals were scored right across the season, and on the votes that were on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook, the winner was, for his goal against Cliftonville, Declan Cadell.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and respect to the Crusaders family. 8 services have the privilege of giving these prizes tonight. And the Crusaders Player of the Year, Mark Beverland. And the next award is to Jordan Ross.
This is the committee's Player of the Year, that goes to Howard Bevan.
I'm really impressed that all the supporters clubs recognised Howard Beverland as the standout Player of the Year. If the manager gets a pick, he was my pick of Player of the Year. And the players who vote for this, which I always think is a very big thing, when the players vote privately and secretly and pick their player, they pick the right man. Howard Beverland, Player of the Year. Can I take this opportunity just to probably speak on behalf of the players, because as you witnessed, David Coustie's just in from a day's work. Did you see his gear? Declan Cadell borrowed that jacket. Is that Howard's jacket? Anyway, it's words sometimes don't really come to you just as easy as you want them to, because when you stand here having led a league championship for 35 games of the season, and then to sort of fall off on one before the last and not get a job done, it's pretty disappointing from where we all stand. And oftentimes, once we put a brave face on it and we all say we'll get up and get at it again, the disappointment was tangible at Ballymena when we just didn't do enough on the day to force the game in order to put ourselves in position to win it. But in saying all of that, you can't win them all, and you have to just sometimes think it through, work it all out in your head, and go again. And I think someone said right at the very start, just can't remember who it was, said that for our club to be second and feel all of that disappointment, it is real, and I get that completely. But our club have made strides off the pitch and on the pitch which are phenomenal. And believe me, where we have put ourselves as a football club is the envy, and I mean that, the envy of every other club in Northern Ireland. I really tell you that. Everybody I speak to says we want to copy the Crusaders model. Well, we're not telling them what the model is. Linfield are having to pay out quite a bit of money, I tell you, very big money, to challenge us, and that's what the road that they had to go down, and it's a road that we won't follow. We have faith in who we are. We have faith in the players that we're bringing through. We have faith in our youth structure. We have faith in our reserve team folks. We have faith in our young players. We've half a dozen of them all signed. Young players at 18, 19, 20 who are going out on loan to other Irish League clubs to get the experience. We have the Skimmers of this world, the Declan Cadells of this world, the Jordan Owenses of this world, the Colin coaches, all who came through our youth system, who stand proudly and play for the red and black shirt week in and week out. And people like Jordan Owens epitomise what's good about our football club. I think I remember one of our youth coaches saying to me, there's a big fella playing, I think he might have been 15 or 16, I think it was. playing for our under 15s, under 16s. He says, you should come up and have a look at him. And I remember going up the loch side, up the loch shore there, to see this big young man at 15, 16. And we said, he will become a great talent. And that was a young boy that came through our system. Every single time I speak to him, I say, Jordan, listen, your contract's up for renewal. I'd like to give you a few extra pounds. He says, that's great, thank you. Sign the form. Every single time. Every single time. So we had 1 year of his contract left. He goes on to his testimonial from the start of next season. He'll have a testimonial year where you guys get the chance to honour him. I said to him, I said, I want you to sign a further 2 years. We'll not wait a year, we'll do it now. Let's get it up to 3 years for now, and we'll give you a few extra pounds. He says, that's great, I'll sign it. And he signed it on Thursday night. So that's just to tell you just the type of people that we have at our football club. So whilst second was ultra disappointing for me because of the hard work that has gone on for a full year behind the scenes, which you wouldn't believe, and to lose it in that manner, if you like, and when Linfield were on the gallop, it was just difficult. But I asked the players last week, no disappointment. We stand up united and we go and we put a show on for you guys. I asked them to put a show on for you, and let me tell you, they delivered a show for you last week. 6-1, it could have been 10-1. It's always difficult sometimes when you have to sometimes say farewell to one or two people around your football club. And I want you guys to give you the opportunity to recognise a great player and to say farewell to him yourselves tonight. But there was a young man that I had an eye on for quite some time. I remember standing downstairs and saying to the supporters downstairs on a Saturday afternoon when we signed him, I said, we've just signed the best footballing midfielder in Northern Ireland. We've just signed him on a 3-year deal. And Richard Clark signed that form to come from Glentoran to Crusaders, and what a 3 years he has given us. He came in the first 2 years, won 2 championship medals, and he has been the most model professional footballer I've ever worked with. What he has done this year behind the scenes, he hasn't got playing as often as he might have, but he never ever dropped his head, kept going, kept pushing everybody else on. And when he stepped into the team, he was just superb. That's the manner of the guy that we have here. And he rang the other night, he said, Stephen, he says, the travel from Dergview, Castlederg, not Derg, Castlederg, from Castlederg to Seaview to train, 2 hours 20 minutes, and then 2 hours 20 minutes home again. And do his training. That's what he's been doing for Tuesday, Thursday for 3 years on a Saturday, up and down that road like a yo-yo. He says, look, I have an opportunity, he says, to go to my hometown club, Ballymallard. He says, I teach in school. He says, it will break my heart to leave this club. He says, because I love it so much. He says, but just with the family and the young boys, the travel, he says, would you allow me to go and do that? And I says, Richard, I said, it'll be an honour for me to let you go and do that. And I'm sure you guys will show your appreciation for that, man. All that really remains for me to say is to say a very, very big thank you to you guys. Whilst the statistics will say that we were 2 points short, 3/4 of a game we lost that league by and we didn't get the job done. For me, of the 3 years, and I've been doing this for 12 years, and 4 as a player, or 6 as a player, 18 years coming to these dues. But for me, this year has been the best year. That sounds silly, because we won it 2 years in a trot. This year was the best year. Why? Because that group of players up there were the best people ever to work with. There was no problems with any single person. It was just start to finish, from Copenhagen right through. They were just a joy to be around, to play with and to be involved with. They were magnificent. And the supporters, for this football club to grow in the manner that it is growing, for the fan base to grow year on year on year on year, to sit, Tommy, you'll correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know, it's 1,100 average now or something on a home fixture. 1,567 home average. When we were playing 6, 7, 8 years ago, when there was 200 or 300 people here. This is where the football club is going, and I have played at a lot of football clubs over my footballing career, but this place is a special place. Why? It's because the fan base appreciate their players. They appreciate the people who put all the work in behind the scenes. They come up and talk to everybody, and our DNA is locked in, and that's what keeps us all motivated and together. And when I hear the encouragement, win, lose or draw, that you guys give to us every week, it fills us full of pride. That we know that you are behind us. And when I go and talk to players, I say, well, you'll never come to a better atmosphere. If you come and sign for Crusaders Football Club, you'll never, ever sign for a better football club from a supporting point of view. You guys are the best. The best. Give yourselves a big round of applause. So I think I said last week at the dinner, we will come back bigger, better, stronger, ready to run again. This football club never knows when it's beaten, I promise you that. We will rise up again. Everybody get up and get a charge. And let's go at it. And let's go into it again. And let's go into a double next year.
Thank you, Stephen.